Hey there, I'm Chef Ani, and today we are making a wonderful curry noodle soup. This is a lick the bowl soup if you ask me. And it's also gluten-free for all of my gluten-free friends out there. Now let me tell you something. My dad is not really a soup person. He'll eat soup, but it's not his favorite. But this soup, he loves this soup. He told me that this soup was a next level soup. I even thought he might lick the bowl at the end. It is creamy, it has texture, and a ton of flavor. So enough talking, let's get cooking. For this recipe, we want to use frozen tofu. And when you freeze tofu, it does change the consistency of the tofu. And for this purpose today, for this soup, the tofu will absorb more of the flavor and will be a much better consistency. So we are just going to let the tofu boil for a few minutes so we make sure that it is completely thawed. Now that we squeeze as much water out of the tofu as we can, we are going to tear it into bite-sized pieces. See, when you freeze it like this, look at the consistency you get. It's totally different. So we're going to set this aside now and start working on our soup. Next, we're going to chop up an onion. We're going to add a little bit of oil to our pot. If you'd like to avoid the oil, just use a little water instead. So while our onion is cooking, we are going to mince some garlic. Next, we're going to chop up this beautiful red pepper. This is sweet red pepper. So not spicy or anything, just beautiful in color and adds to the flavor of this dish. Crushed red pepper flakes, and we're also going to add a little red curry paste. This is the brand I use, it's vegan, and it adds a lot of flavor to this soup. If you don't have this paste, it is optional. See my recipe for details. Some tomato paste. Next, we're going to add some vegetable broth. But another quick way to do it if you don't have a lot of time is to use this better than bouillon? Bouillon. Did I say it? Yes. And you just mix it with water. 1 teaspoon of this per cup of water. Next, we want to add some fresh grated ginger. A good way to peel ginger is just to use a spoon. Next, we're going to add some Bragg's. A can of coconut milk. I like to use the Thai Kitchen brand because it's just so creamy. Now, usually something like this would have fish paste in it, but since we are plant-based, we like to use capers because it is a really good substitute for that. Bring this to a simmer, and we're just going to let all the ingredients get to know each other. So our soup has been cooking for a little bit. It looks amazing. We're now going to add the tofu to our soup. Today I'm using rice noodles. If you are going to serve the soup right away, you can cook the noodles right in the soup. But if you are going to wait for some time, then I would suggest you cook the noodles separately and then add them to the soup when you're ready to serve it. Wow, this was easier said than done.
Oh, you're managing.
I am managing. Why are you so surprised? Since I'm going to eat this soup right away, right? We're going to eat this right away?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. We are going to cook the noodles right in the soup. Now we're going to slice some green onion, finish it up with some herbs, and some fresh lime juice. And we like to finish off this soup with a little bit of vegan margarine, but this is definitely optional. Our soup is now ready to go, and I am so excited. I have to just dig in right now. Look at this amazing tofu piece. And it's now absorbed all the flavor from this soup. So good. That's just good. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to join me in this adventure to eat healthier, one recipe at a time. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday with another video.